seconds. If you're not familiar with a fartlek, it's a terrible, terrible workout, which is why today is just called Hell Run in Japan. I woke up hoping it was Wednesday and that I would have Wednesday's running workout, and instead it is Friday, which means I have Friday's workout. Now, a fartlek alternates between low and high intervals. So we do 1 minute low intervals of our half marathon pace, which is like a nice trottle. Then we do high intervals that increase in intensity from 30 seconds to 2.5 minutes and back down. Here's the first one. So, if you enjoy challenging your heart, spiking your heart rate, it is the workout for you. 10 more seconds. It's terrible. Absolutely dreadful. And bring it back down. Now we have a 1 minute low interval. We'll keep pushing. But hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for popping in. A lot going on this week. Still working on a huge video edit just to bring folks into proximity with what I'm doing as I move beyond J&J. Exciting stuff. Should be busy. Should be fun. 10 more seconds, low interval. 3, 2, 1. Super speed. It's our favorite bridge over our favorite underpass. Up the stairs we go. More seconds. I hate the uppers. The upper intervals are the worst, man. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low interval, half marathon pace. Breathe. So the whole goal of this is to spike your heart rate and then immediately bring it under control. And the rationale for that is if you're running a half marathon, there's always bumps in the road. Roll your ankle, run upstairs, set the wrong pace, hit a hill. All these things can create irregularities in your pace, and then you can't fall back into line. So if you do interval training with your low intensity being your running pace, then you can kind of bounce through anything. Next high interval is a minute 30. What's up, Legendary? Legendary, was it Zane? Let's go. I hate these stairs. Welcome to Japan, friend. Is it Zane? That's awesome. Right, we got a minute 15. We're gonna run down towards a river. This is like the end of a ravine, and then it pours out into this like beautiful huge river that separates Tokyo, which is a state, not just a city, from Kanagawa, which contains Kawasaki, where your motorcycle's from. We got 45 seconds upper interval. And then I'll turn it back and check. Because it's hard to read when I'm running full speed. It's super beautiful, right? 35 seconds. Push. Whew. I can breathe. But how are things in your world, Zane? I already forgot if it's the incredible or legendary. I think it's legendary. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low interval, 1 minute. Bro, you look like Shabbath Kester Baum. Who is that? I have no idea who that is, but cool. I think. Is that a compliment? It's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. Welcome to Tokyo, friend. Have the best day you possibly can. So we got to control our breathing on the low intervals. You're still working, but you want to make it recovery the best that you're able. And this is a pyramid workout, so luckily for us, it only gets worse. You from America? Absolutely legendary. Born in California, raised in Chicago. Majority of my adult life spent in Cincinnati, Ohio as an engineer. In the last 3 years we've lived in Japan. Got a 2 minute interval, so we're running from 7 minutes to 9 minutes. But yeah, our family relocated 12 times over the course of 1 year to get to Japan. I work for Johnson & Johnson in surgical robotics, so I travel around Japan, connect with surgeons, understand their unmet needs, and then I directed a team of global innovators to develop new technologies on their behalf. A lot in the VR, AR space, which is fun. And then actually recently made a strategic exit from J&J. So our family just completed our 13th relocation in order to stay in Japan. I was offered a return path to the US, but at the last minute they changed the state and it was the wrong fit for us as a family, wrong role, and we took this impossible leap, and I'm now starting my own thing. So I'm building out a series of digital classes to equip engineers, global leaders, 30 more seconds in the space, and entrepreneurs to find their way. So it covers various innovation mindsets, global leadership skill sets, work-life integration, as well as career advancement. Oh wow, have you seen a lot of places? Definitely. So for work I got to travel from basically northern Japan to southern Japan, and anywhere I went, breaking down, I got a minute recovery. I would bring a VR camera, so I went on these walks recording these VR videos, so that eventually our community could experience all these different cool spots in Japan themselves. And right now I'm in Japan, yes. Whew. 10 minutes in, friend. We're feeling it, but prepare yourself for my favorite river. Ew. Scary. 20 seconds. But this river separates two states, 15 seconds. I need more recovery. It's not enough. 1 second. And 3, 2, 1. Right, upper interval. Whew. And we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Luckily for me, the sun is popping out over that hill, scorching me with Japan's heat and humidity. I'm from Chicago, and summers in Japan far, far worse than anything in Chicago. Oh my god, it's so hot. It just makes your eyes drip. Alright, bro, can you actually give me life advice? Of course. How to start with VR, AR. Dude, you're working as a programmer. Dude, let's go. You're my kind of people. And sorry, I'm running fast, so I have to read in little steps because there's too much shake, so be patient with me as I make sure I don't fall. So you're working as a programmer and you have a lot of ideas. Ooh, you got yourselves an ideas guy for future industries in Germany, but you don't know where to start. This is exciting. Well, one of the first things, legendary Zane, VR and AR. One second. Whenever I pass people, I try not to talk as much, just so I'm less of a bother. Don't fall. I'm working on it. 30 more seconds. Challenging myself intellectually with your question and physically. So, AR and VR. It's a really interesting space. It's growing. You see a lot of technology companies like Facebook, well, Meta, the change from Facebook to Meta, all this kind of stuff, like Apple moving into the vision. All right. Low intensity. That was 2.5 minutes. That sucked. Now I can breathe for a second. Settle the pace. I think we'll do one more rep. We'll go for a 3-minute. That sucks. That's a long time at high intensity. Right. 45 seconds. And also, I'm assuming you're in Germany, which is super cool. I went out to Berlin when I was in high school, so I speak no German. But you have a lot of technology companies moving towards VR and AR as kind of the next, right? But at the same time, like market penetration, it's not as high as your traditional consoles or this vision of everyone being on a VR headset to collaborate globally at work. Still not there. All right, we got a 3-minute high intensity. We're 13.5 minutes in to this god-awful run. Besides talking about technology, that's the fun part of it. So we got to run to 16:30, but I'm gonna make this rep the halfway marker. So I'm gonna run to 15 minutes and cut it back at 15 minutes, and then that'll put us on pace to basically do like a 30-minute high interval run. Today we'll probably get maybe 2.5 miles. I don't think we're gonna hit 3 today. Well, maybe. That's actually probably about 3 miles, which is like a 5K. Norman is another great computer scientist in our community. So legendary. We should be friends. I got a bit motion sick during your run, but keep it up. Yeah. It's a bad bounce. I'm gonna fix it someday. Just going vertical on my phone. It's challenging. Oh, you speak German. That's fantastic, Norman. Enjoy your new friend. Okay. 8 more seconds and I can turn around, but I gotta keep a higher pace for another minute 33, 2, 1. Speed! By the way, there's no such thing as speed for me. I'm like 300 pounds, 6'3", but it feels fast because I got that camera shaking. Y'all are like, dude, this guy's incredible. He'd be running laps around me. Anyway, minute 30, let's go. So, the market for VR and AR, I would still consider it like boutique. And what I mean by that, sure, you have your grandmas and grandpas that don't fully understand technology and they pick up a cheap Oculus for their kids to play Beat Saber. But it's basically like you got the most mainstream people can purchase it for a little bit of gaming, and that's where the integration into their life stops. One second. And then you got folks that are on the energy or the innovation engineering side of things, where they're trying to leverage it to enable new discoveries, which is a lot of what I was doing. Like, how do we leverage VR? Oh, 1 minute. I can bring it down. Woo! Woo! Over halfway. It sucks. So there's ways to leverage the technology to better understand your customers, to help connect your cohort of engineers to discover together and create together. But that's an area where you have a higher ability to pay for products. But again, it's boutique, it's a niche. And even when I shared some of the VR technologies I developed within Johnson & Johnson, you still have Luddite. A Luddite is like someone who's adverse to applying or leveraging new technologies. So have Luddites that are like, hey, I need everything you made, but just put it on a desktop. Like, they still are limited. Crap, really? Shit, all right, time to start again. We got to, that was the 3-minute rep, so we have 2.5 minutes. All right, so 2.5 minutes to put us from 17:30 to 18 to 20. So we got to run until we hit 20. I need to head to the store. Oh, but you're keeping the stream running. Good man. Appreciate you. So, the reason I share all that with you, Legendary Zane, whenever you're programming or developing a technology, one of the first things you have to do is lift your perspective out of the technology and put it within the mind of the end user. And it's more than the end user experiencing the awesome stuff you make, but really understanding like the commercial viability, like who's the avatar that you're designing for, what are their specific needs, how many of them are there, what is their price sensitivity, because that'll determine, you know, how great of a product you need to make. If you look at the quality of VR games versus what like PS5 kicks out from a graphics perspective, and part of it's hardware limitations, but like a lot of VR games seem a little kitschy. It just means like they're cute, they're fun, they're short, and the quality of the rendering is always a little lower. You know, it's always like very early Pixar, like for Toy Story 1, not Toy Story 4. And if you're developing for industry and like those technologists, you have much lower volumes, higher price point, and you have to balance the wow points of immersion with cost, functionality, and value it gives that organization. So I actually think it's a very challenging design space, just like AI. Like, hey, oh, we can slow down, thank God. Whew, I lost track of that rep. Like, anyone can work in AI. A vast majority of startups our AI-driven software as a system or a service. But it's like, show me the value your AI is actually creating to progress anything. Sure, you got ChatGPT, but that's a unicorn. One second. How do that last? I'm gonna build you an Apple Vision with movement support so you can read and focus on your run. That would be epic. The issue with that is I breathe. I don't know how the Apple Vision is from a sweat perspective. We want to create a water filtration system so it collects the sweat from my face. Shoot, we're supposed to be doing 2 minutes. Run into 23. So it creates a sweat filtration system, collects it from my head, filters it, and hydrates me as I run. Now that's a lot of value right there. The other thing, because I have thought about this, I've played with VR live streaming on the PS5, because I have a PS5 VR and I have Oculus Quest 2. Oh, we're dying. All right, push. Pick it up. Oh, yeah, minute 5. Let's go. It's like, when I run, I try not to be a bother in Japan. I want to be able to see what I'm running past. Which you can see through the Apple Vision. People wear them on the train. I'm surprised they're not getting robbed from behind. It seems like a really easy doink, right? But and it's so expensive to wear on your face. But 30 seconds, come on. Let's go. So, home stretch. It's like, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable when they're just on their morning walk and this big 300-pound white dude wearing a VR headset is running down their street talking to himself like a crazy person. Gotta bring it down. 1 minute recovery. You get until 24. This workout, it's only got 6 minutes left, but I'm dying. No matter how much Apple does to make the Apple Vision look culturally cool in public, anyone playing with VR or AR looks like a crazy person in public. Exactly. 15 more seconds to recover. We're doing good. 10 seconds. 3, 2. All right, minute 3. Let's push. We're at 24. Oh, we gotta go to 25 minutes and 30 seconds. Legendary Zane. This conversation is incredibly helpful for me to push forward in my goals, and I'm more than happy to learn about some. Bro, you're giving me a speech and doing interval running. It's so dope. Well, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I always hate those call to actions, but I actually just recorded. You're in Germany, so you're metric. I recorded like a 12K run, and I talked through kind of what my future looks like as I start my own company and do consulting. After a decade of working on surgical technology, VR and AR for Johnson & Johnson. 25 seconds. Woo. This is where it gets bad. 15 seconds. And we have the hill of death. The stairs of doom. Push. 10 seconds. Oh no. 4 seconds. Low intensity on stairs, so mellow. Breathe. It's almost worse. So the intervals are shortening. 40 seconds. I got all the low interval on the hardest climb. That happens. We got 25 seconds. Ten seconds. Then we have a 1 minute push. Oh God. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Home. I don't want to be here. Alright, so we're 1 minute. One of our last intervals. 45 seconds left. Breathing. Cardio's slipping out of control. 23 seconds. Almost there. Push. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute low. Whew. And we just have a 30-second burner. And we're done! Almost. So we got till 28:30. But anyway, legendary Zane. As you know, being a programmer, like, the algorithm for YouTube, there's certain things you could do to train it for connection. 30 more seconds low. I need more. You know, but at the end of the day, there's no guarantee we ever cross paths again, which would be sad, because I want to hear about your project. And I know it takes time for those visions to become reality. I have 30 seconds. Let's go. It's only 30 seconds. So close. So I don't know if you've ever used Discord, but in our bio, there's a link tree that leads us to Discord. And if you join there, send me a DM. Alright, 1 minute low. Oh shit. You will come back? Yes. It's amazing. Much appreciated, friend. Helping build out our epic little global community online. 40 seconds. Just trottle along. We're almost done. Whew. But if you join that Discord, send me a message, come back. I'll keep you updated when I roll out like my digital community for school, because it's focused on helping innovators like you find their way to be able to develop technology that's meaningful. Hey, we did it. This garden is on lock, man. It's beautiful. Let's hit a deadlift for form. Oh gosh, 30 seconds. That's a burner. Now our, oh, 1 second. So, heart's still pumping, man. Lungs are burning. It's good. Talking only makes the cardio that much more fun. I'm just kidding. Running is fun when it's done, right? So, if you connect on Discord with me, DM me. I'm kind of creating a wait list for individuals in the AR, VR, programming, engineering spaces who would benefit from deeper personalized courses from me and kind of help them find their way over the course of their career so that they can develop technologies that, again, are advancing meaningful innovation. A lot of people can spend years of their life making products that never reach the market, never truly help someone, and the learnings and research from it are lost and repeated. That's just the pitfalls of most traditional R&D activities across a capitalistic siloed world. Additionally, with like secrecy and IP, competitors will block each other from practicing various technologies and at the same time not practice them themselves. So it just prevents good solutions from actually helping people based on aggressive business strategy. I've seen things like that in J&J. So I'm trying to break through all those barriers and help people collaborate on problems that actually matter. And helping people find their way to whatever they care. Raw doggins! Who's gonna carry the boats? Yes! Yes! I carried the boats. And the logs! It's funny, I've started to adopt a Goggins style for my workouts because it's a mix of encouraging and toxic, which I personally love. So, Raw Doggin, I appreciate you. By the way, what's your name? I'm the Pretentious Engineer. I'm DadBod, and I'm Joe. It's nice to meet you. I'm Joey Sasaki, and I'm so happy to get to connect with friends from Germany and wherever the heck Raw Doggins is. Pain is leaving your body. All right, somebody's bought into, what is that? I always forget that. That's not Army, is it? That's got to be Marines. No, Marines are the proud, the few. I don't know. There's a t-shirt. Goggins love! Yeah. I'm learning why he runs and talks and runs and talks, and it feels like you actually have to do that if you're trying to breathe, think, and communicate. But like with Goggins, like he knows how to run and lock in. And I haven't found the exact arm placement to open up my shoulders because I have like shoulder issues too, so it's fun. Nice to meet you. I'm okay. You must continue, for it starts counting when you feel like stopping. Dude, Raw Doggy, you need to hang out with me more. So friends, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell. My next live will probably be next Wednesday, Japan time, at around 4:30 a.m. That said, I'm hoping to roll out a pretty large YouTube edit, so look out for that. I ran 6 miles while sharing kind of the new ventures I'm moving into as I exit corporate America and start freelance consulting, building like a top-tier community for technologists, as well as being a founder and a CEO of a startup. So I gotta go be a dad, jump on a couple Zoom calls with folks in the US, and then work for all of you to make great stuff. So Raw Doggy, Legendary Zane, see you on the next one. Keep changing the world.